Imagine living on a quiet, isolated farm in the German countryside, where one by one, every single person inside is brutally murdered, and to this day, no one knows who did it. This is the chilling, true story of the Hinterkaifeck murders, one of Germany's most mysterious and disturbing unsolved crimes. The Hinterkaifeck farm, nestled within the serene landscape of Bavaria, was home to the Gruber family. This tight-knit group included Andreas, his wife, their daughter Victoria, son Josef, and their housekeeper Maria. Life on the farm was simple but peaceful, yet that tranquility was shattered by an unsettling series of events. In the weeks leading up to the tragedy, strange footprints appeared in the snow around the farm, along with eerie sounds coming from the nearby woods. It left the Grubers uneasy and questioning their safety. Then, in March 1922, a horrific scene unfolded when each family member was found brutally murdered, a crime that struck fear into the hearts of many. The mystery deepens as numerous theories swirled about possible suspects and motives. Yet, conclusive evidence remained elusive. This case has captured the minds of historians and true crime enthusiasts alike. The Hinterkaifeck murders remind us that sometimes the answers remain hidden, leaving us wondering who could commit such a disturbing act. What do you think happened on that isolated farm? Drop your theories in the comments below. In 1922, a lonely farmstead named Hinterkaifeck stood in rural Bavaria, Germany. It was home to the Gruber family, who, on the surface, looked like your typical farming folk. However, beneath the ordinary exterior lay a web of dark rumors and hidden troubles that would soon catch up with them. At the helm was Andreas Gruber, a strict 63-year-old father. His 72-year-old wife, Cecilia, quietly endured, often lost in her own world. Their 35-year-old widowed daughter, Victoria Gabriel, struggled not only with the burden of raising her two young children. Cecilia, 7, and little Joseph, just 2, but with the weight of family scandals hovering nearby. The whispers from neighbors told tales of Andreas's abusive nature and hinted at incest in the family. Victoria found herself caught in a web of tension, where every day was a battle against both judgment from the outside world and turmoil within her home. As the Gruber family went about their daily tasks on the farm, an uneasy feeling lingered in the air. The shadows of their past and the eerie atmosphere of Hinterkaifeck hinted at a looming tragedy. The quiet farm, nestled away from the world, exuded an unsettling atmosphere, hinting at the darkness creeping closer in the days leading up to the horrific events. Andreas, the farmer, felt an intuition that something was amiss when he shared his strange findings with neighbors. He discovered eerie footprints in the snow that led to his farm, but curiously, none returned. These discoveries sparked a growing unease within the community, leaving them wondering what might be lurking nearby. As night fell, Andreas was disturbed by haunting noises echoing from the attic. The unsettling sounds of footsteps above kept him awake, amplifying his fear, yet leaving him in a state of helplessness. Despite the shadows seemingly closing in around them, the family made a choice. They would stay, unwilling to reach out for help. To top it off, a crucial set of house keys had vanished without a trace, further intensifying their anxiety. In a moment of vulnerability and isolation, they remained in the farm, unaware of the chilling events about to unfold. On the chilling night of March 31st, 1922, a brutal series of murders unfolded at the farmhouse, claiming the lives of 4 family members and leaving a haunting aftermath. It all began when someone lured Andreas, Cecilia, their daughter Victoria, and little Cecilia into the barn, where they faced a horrific fate at the hands of a mattock, a brutal farming tool. The scene was chilling, with the unsuspecting family unaware of the danger lurking in the shadows. Inside the house, the killer didn't stop there. The maid and baby Josef were also targeted, ensuring that no one would survive this cruel night. The shock of losing 5 innocent lives left the community reeling, grappling with the brutality of it all. What makes this story even more unsettling is that the killer stayed for days, directly in the heart of the home. They tended to the cows, cooked meals in the kitchen, and kept the fires burning, all while the bodies lay undiscovered, a grim reminder of the horror that had transpired. The tragic events of that night left an indelible mark on the village, shrouding the farmhouse in mystery and fear as the search for answers continued amidst the silence of the 6 fallen souls. As days dripped away in silence, an uneasy tension grew among the neighbors of a seemingly quiet farm. Everyone wondered where the family had gone. It didn't feel right, and soon enough, curiosity turned into concern, pushing them to take action. On April 4th, 1922, a small group of concerned neighbors walked toward the farm, feeling a heavy sense of dread weighed down by the still air. With a gentle push, the creaking door swung open, leading them into darkness that hid something unimaginable. Their hearts raced as they entered the barn. There, under a covering of hay, lay bodies stacked in a cruel arrangement. The sight was enough to freeze anyone in their tracks. The horror escalated when they moved into the home, only to find Maria and her baby, Josef, lifeless in their rooms. What should have been a loving space was now a haunting scene of despair. Shockwaves rippled through the tight-knit community as they grappled with the nightmare unfolding in their midst. Grief enveloped them. It would change everything. The police arrived promptly, yet the investigation soon became chaotic, with crowds trampling over the crime scene, diminishing any hope for a thorough examination. It was a scene of confusion where onlookers were more fascinated than concerned, making it almost impossible for officers to gather the necessary evidence. Among the numerous suspects was Lorenz Schlittenbauer, Victoria's lover. Known to have disputes with the family, his jealousy placed him in a precarious position regarding Victoria's tragic demise. It wasn't just emotions at play here, it was a tangled web of love, anger, and suspicion. Local thieves also raised eyebrows in the case. This community was facing its fair share of crime, and the presence of robbers silently loomed over the investigation. The question lingered: could they have been involved in something far more sinister than petty theft? Additionally, soldiers returning from World War I surfaced as potential suspects. Their mental states were fragile, shaped by trauma that could lead to unpredictable actions, making them candidates for acts of violence. Despite the myriad of suspects, Lorenz, local thieves, and returning soldiers, no one was ultimately charged. The case grew colder with each passing year, leaving the community haunted by unanswered questions and unresolved grief. As time faded memories, the mystery of Victoria's death remained, a chilling echo of the past that continued to stir curiosity and heartache. The Hinterkaifeck murders remain one of Germany's most infamous unsolved cases, capturing the curiosity of true crime enthusiasts and historians alike, centered around an isolated farmhouse in Bavaria. In 1922, 6 members of the Gruber family were brutally murdered. The victims included Andreas, a hardworking farmer, his wife, Cecilia, their daughter, Victoria, her 2 children, and the maid, Maria Baumgartner. Their lives came to a tragic end under mysterious circumstances. Numerous theories surround the case. Some propose a jealous lover seeking revenge, while others suggest a robbery gone wrong. There's even a chilling possibility of a stranger hiding in the attic, watching and waiting. Each theory adds to the mystery and offers speculation about the killer's identity and motives, yet none provide clear answers. More than a century later, the truth behind the Hinterkaifeck murders remains elusive. The haunting legacy of this crime continues to captivate and perplex those who seek resolution, leaving questions that linger in the shadows. 6 lives brutally ended, a family erased, and a killer vanishing into the Bavarian night. Who killed the Grubers of Hinterkaifeck? This question still echoes, inviting deep reflection.